2025. While families celebrated, Donald Trump delivered what he called a Christmas present. Over a dozen Tomahawk cruise missiles raining down on northwestern Nigeria. His message? Simple, brutal. Death to ISIS terrorist scum targeting innocent Christians. But here's the twist. Trump deliberately delayed the strike by a day. Originally scheduled for Wednesday, he pushed it to Christmas for maximum symbolic impact. Let's give a Christmas present, he told Politico. The warning signs had been there for weeks. When asked by journalists back in November if he envisaged US boots on the ground or airstrikes in Nigeria, Trump's response was chilling.
On Nigeria, just wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
And he delivered on that threat. Trump's evangelical base erupted in praise. Far-right activist Laura Loomer celebrated the justified mass killing of Islamic terrorists as the perfect Christmas gift. Republican lawmakers hailed Trump's resolve in protecting Christians. The narrative Trump embraced: a Christian genocide in Nigeria. Texas Senator Ted Cruz has claimed that over 50,000 Christians have been massacred since 2009 and over 18,000 churches destroyed. TV host Bill Maher went a step further.
If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
Thank you. Because no one will talk about it, so thank you.
Absolutely.
It's Africa. That's why no one's talking about it, and they should be. You can't read about it in mainstream media. It's sad, so thank you for bringing it up.
Well, because the Jews aren't involved. That's why. It's the Christians and the Muslims. Who cares?
These numbers have gone viral on social media, fueling outrage across conservative America. But here's where the story gets murky. The BBC investigated these figures and found that they're difficult to verify. Most trace back to one source, the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, or Inter-Society, a Nigerian NGO. When the BBC examined their 2025 data, claiming 7,000 Christians were killed, they found problems. About half the news reports cited did not mention victims' religions at all. Nigeria vehemently rejects Trump's Christian genocide narrative. The country is roughly half Christian, half Muslim. Government officials say terrorists attack all who reject their murderous ideology: Muslims, Christians, and those of no faith alike.
There is no genocide in northern Nigeria. We have issued a communique making clear that what's going on in northern part of Nigeria has nothing to do with the kind of atrocities we see in Sudan or in some part of eastern DRC. I think the complexity of the situation in northern Nigeria should push us think twice before declaring such or making such statements.
Security experts point out that most victims of Boko Haram are actually Muslims, because the group operates mainly in Nigeria's Muslim-majority northeast. And here's the kicker. The strikes hit Sokoto state in the northwest, where armed bandits, not jihadists, are the main threat. The real jihadist stronghold? Borno state in the northeast. One analyst called the strikes partially symbolic, more about messaging to Trump's domestic evangelical base than defeating terrorism. The violence in Nigeria is complex. It does involve jihadist groups like Boko Haram, but it also has clashes between Fulani herders and farming communities over land and water, criminal bandits kidnapping for ransom, and ethnic tensions. Lumping it all together as Christian persecution misses the reality on the ground. Nigeria cooperated with the strikes to avoid what one official called humiliating unilateral action that Trump had threatened. US Defence Secretary Hegseth warns there's more to come. So is Trump the savior of persecuted Christians? Or is this political theatre with deadly consequences? When questionable data becomes policy, when cruise missiles become Christmas presents, and when foreign policy serves domestic politics, the line between savior and showman becomes dangerously blurred. The real victims? The actual people of Nigeria, both Christian and Muslim, caught in the crossfire of someone else's narrative. With Devangna Datta, Bureau Report, India Today Global.